up, Pride? It's your boy Amari, back again with another reaction video. Today, we're getting into another Jungkook as the main vocalist of BTS video. A lot of people in my last video recommended me to do this version of the video by a channel named Ida. I guess this video is better. It's longer for sure. The source video is longer than the last video that I did. So I'm not gonna try to talk too much, not to make the actual video here that long, but if it gets too long, I'll just put it up on Patreon. So hey, this ends up on Patreon. What's up, patrons? I love you guys know that. So without further ado, we're gonna get into this video and see what they have for us today. But before we do that, definitely make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, not to miss any more content like this. And I'll be seeing all of you guys on the other side.
Damn, you don't need no auto-tune, dude. Clips like this, Jungkook singing live like this into just his cell phone camera, no special fancy effects, no special fancy microphone, nothing, just his voice, just the camera. This is how you tell if someone's a real vocalist.
I literally said that in the last video, the last Jungkook singing video, where I said that is the most impressive videos for him as far as his technique.
Voice, just the camera. This is how you tell if someone's a real vocalist.
Wow, what notes are those?
Oh, you know, he's just hitting an F5.
F5.
Like, no big deal. That's insane in full voice. Wow. That is an F5. It's like higher than I've heard most males sing in any pop song today.
You hear that? That's like auto-tune. So much control. Do you guys realize how precise this is?
BTS의 정국 같은 경우는 내가 만든 데모를 보통 이제 다른 팀들이나 뭐 다른 가수들이랑 작업을 할 때 내 데모가 뭐 내가 무슨 엄청 어려운 그런 노래를 막 그렇게 건 아니지만 어떤 내 스타일이 있다 보니까 그거를 이렇게 한 80% 정도만 구현을 하는 경우가 많았는데 실제 음반에 나왔을 때 정국은 완전히 거의 모창처럼 다 캐치해가지고 하더라고 그걸. 그래서 되게 듣는 귀랑 그걸 표현해내는 그 스킬이 되게 엄청나다고 생각을 했고 유독 생각나는 건 그 정국의 그 복.
What song did these two work on together? I'm curious because I would like to see the final product of this given story. I would love to know, so if you know, please in the comment section down below, let me know.
보컬 그 표현력, 그 캐치하는 거와 그걸 진짜 구현해내는 능력이 되게 인상적이었고.
Hey, 13.
건물도 너무 높고 도로도 막 5차선 막 이렇게 있고 너무 크고 무서웠어요. 처음에 딱 서울 왔을 때는. 뭔가 이제 여기서 나 스스로 어떻게 살아가나 저 숙소 들어와서 몇 달 됐나? 엄마 보고 싶어가지고 편의점에서 막 컵라면 먹으면서 보고 싶어서 울었어요. 그냥 데뷔하고 나서 보니까 메인 보컬로 나왔는데 다른 팀들은 메인 보컬이라는 사람들은 진짜 노래 너무 잘 부르고 춤도 잘 추고 멋지고 잘생기고 난 뭐지? 내가 과연 이 팀의 메인 보컬로서 있는 게 맞나?
Yes, you can.
늘고 잘하는 모습을 그냥 보여줘야 되니까 행동하고 그걸 바꿀 수 있는 사람은 그냥 나뿐이라고 생각을 했어가지고 그래서 그때부터 뭔가 보컬 연습 시간이랑 개념을 없앴어요. 차에서 화장실에서 씻으면서 하루 24시간 중에 그냥 내가 노래 부를 수 있는 타임에는 그냥 무조건 다 노래 부르면서.
In the comment section of the last video that I did, a few of you guys said, oh, after he became the main vocalist of the group, he basically threw all of the conventional wisdom of vocal coaching and vocal training out the window, because they basically say, just like any other muscle in your body, you don't want to overwork your throat, your vocal cords. Part of the reason that you see bodybuilders, for example, do circuits, so they do different muscle groups on different days. They'll still work out every single day, but they rest different things. You know, they have arm and chest day, then they might have a core day, and then they'll have like a leg day or a glute day if they're really, you know, trying to get their Instagram booty on. The reason they do that is to let their body recover and let their muscles recover a few days before working them out so hard again. And basically what he's saying is, no, I threw all of that out the window and just tried to perfect my ability to sing as much as possible, work on my voice as much as possible, now that I knew that I was going to have this huge responsibility of being the main vocalist of the group. And that actually says a lot about his technique, because if his technique would have been even 5-10% off, he would have destroyed his voice doing that. So don't do this. Like, you're not JK. If you're doing anything wrong, you will end up giving yourself a lot of problems down the road because of, you know, stressing your instrument, overworking your instrument. So he had to already have very great technique coming into this process of deciding to sing so much, which we already know that he did, because that's how he became the main vocalist in the first place.
근데 이제 정국이가 빠지면 되게 데미지가 세요. 물론 7명 누가 또 그렇지만 정국이는 어쨌든 메인 보컬을 담당하고 있고, 퍼포먼스적으로도 본인이 센터에서 굉장히 중요한 축을 담당하는 파트가 굉장히 많은 친구거든요. 정국이가 빠지면 대체가 안 된단 말이에요.
정우 씨, 당신이 없었으면 방탄소년단은 없었습니다. 아시잖아요. 네.
그리고 또 이제 여러분들을 만날 수 있었던 거.
이거는 한국에서 제가 들은 목소리 중 가장 최고인 것 같습니다.
정국을 좋아하고 사랑하는 정국에게 일단 그 엄청난 재능으로 다른 데 안 쓰고 방탄소년단에 기부를 해줘서 너무 고맙고, 너 때문에 우리 그룹이 이렇게까지 올라올 수 있었던 것 같아.
그건 맞지.
너는 누가 뭐래도 내가 이때까지 본 재능 있는 사람 중 가장 최고인 것 같으니 앞으로도 전국으로서 전전곡으로서 멋진 음악 그리고 멋진 노래, 멋진 무대 많이 보여줄 수 있으면 참 좋겠다.
One, I love that this video is not just clips of him singing, but also people talking about him singing, because one of the easiest ways for people who aren't trained in any field to know when someone is exceptionally talented and skilled, because those are different things. I've talked about that in other videos. Short summary: skill is something that you work on and craft over time, your technique. Talent is just your innate ability to be at a higher starting level than someone else. But anyway, one of the easiest ways to tell when someone is exceptional in their field is to hear other people in their field talk about them, and the reverence that people have for that person's talent and for their skill really puts in perspective certain things. So like the first producer guy who wasn't a member of BTS, as well as the members of BTS. It's very interesting when it's someone who doesn't necessarily always work with you, because sometimes people can write this off of being like, oh, they're co-members of the group, of course they're going to say really great things about each other, which is not true, because your group members don't have to like you or think you're good. That happens all the time. Just ask the Beatles with Ringo Starr. Like, literally they thought he was ass.
이렇게 소개해주는
제 여태 이제 저도 이제 외부 작업도 많이 하고 많은 뮤지션들이랑 이야기도 많이 해보고 하는데, 제가 여태 본 뮤지션 중에 가장 재능 있는 주변의 동료들한테 항상 똑같이 이야기를 하거든요. 이 친구만큼 재능 있는 친구 못 봤다고. 다들 수긍하시더라고요. 너무 잘한다고 다들.
그냥 타고난.
네, 진짜 타고난 게 많아요.
또 너 하면 보컬이고, 또 보컬 하면 또 너고. 예, 그래서 네가 생각하는 너의 장점은 뭐인 것 같아? 너의 보컬적인 부분.
그러니까 일단 발성이나 이런 전문적인 부분에서는 솔직히 아직도 많이 부족하다고 생각을 하고 있고, 근데 그렇다고
And that's why he's great. Because someone who feels that way, even being this talented, is always going to keep honing their craft and therefore always going to keep getting better.
해서 나의 그러니까 발성을 지켜가면서 나의 색깔을 잃어버리고 싶지 않아요. 어쨌든 이거는 제가 계속 보완해 나가야 되는 문제긴 하지만 이제 저는 나의 색은 명확하다고 생각해요. 그리고
명확하지.
색은 명확하다고 생각하고 그리고 좀 다양한 색을 섞어서 쓸 수 있지 않나. 그러니까 곡 분위기에 맞춰서 뭔가 소화할 수 있는 거는 저는 어쨌든 제가 좀 가지고 있는 장점이라고 생각을 하고 있는 것 같아요. 막 전문적으로 내가 발성이 완벽하다는 건 절대로 아니지만 어쨌든 제가 보컬 레슨을 이제 연습생 때부터 지금까지 안 해본 건 아니지만 많이 안 했던 게 발성을 고치려고 하면 색깔이 한 번에 무너져요. 색깔이 무너져서 저는 이제 색깔을 지켜나가면서 이제 발성적인 부분을 계속해서 그냥 제 스스로 보완을 시키는 거지. 이거를 발성을 잡고 제 색깔로 하기에는 이게 사람이 워낙 이제 버릇이 되다 보면은 고치기가 너무 힘들어서 일부러 이제 레슨 같은 것도 안 받으려고 하고 그냥 스스로 좀 더 시간을 투자해서 연습한 경우가 되게 많죠.
I think that that's really, really cool because I think the thing that separates iconic singers and iconic performers from great singers and great performers is icons are distinct. When you hear, for example, a Britney Spears song, you don't have to guess who it is. By the way that Britney Spears sings is not what a vocal coach would call perfect technique. Perfect technique is what you're going to hear on Broadway. If you want to hear, or even further past perfect technique, is what you're going to hear like in the opera and things of that nature. That is perfect technique. And obviously, a lot of pop singers make a lot more money and are a lot more known for singing than those singers, but they don't sing in that specific way. They sing in a way that is very distinctly them. Christina Aguilera does not sound like Shakira, who does not sound like Beyonce, who does not sound like Justin Bieber, who does not sound like JK, who does not. All these different singers have a very distinct color and texture to their voice. And I think that a lot of times singers coming up get so caught up in being technically perfect, which, again, you want your technique to be good because you're going to be using your instrument a lot. But if you're so caught up in being technically perfect, you're going to technically sound like everyone else, and that doesn't make you you. You're one of many. You're not distinctly you. And a lot of pop singers don't have great technique. A lot of them are just cute and can halfway sing, if we're being for real. But the absolutely great ones have great technique, but their technique does not overshadow their personal style, like JK was talking about. I'm not spitting on vocal coaching or training your technique of singing. You need that to even be a competent singer. I'm talking about going from you're a good singer to being an all-time great singer. And that's basically what JK was saying in his section there. Okay, geez, hold on. Is it 100 and... What does it say down here? Disease 148? I don't know. I don't wear glasses, but maybe I need glasses because this is like one of those seeing eye tests. You know, what does that line say? Okay, thank you. That's still not the bottom though. this is so interesting because what it sounds like is they filtered out most of the song and just left the section of the sonics that are JK's voice, so you can really distinctly hear what it is that he's doing versus like in the song that's all mixed in together to be a lot harder for most people to hear those things. So I think this is a really cool way to show what he's doing in the song.
Crazy for myself. 다 될 것처럼 보여줄 것처럼 그때가 초인종이 세 번 누르면 문을 열어주겠니 미쳐 못할 이 상처날 수 있게 그때 말할게 넘어지는 게 실망시키는 게 그래도 내 다시라도 let go 차라리 헤어지자고 해요 사랑이 아니었다고 해요 잠시 눈을 감아 여기 내 손을 잡아 저 미래를 따라 날 날아오는 the sky 아무것도 말하겠지 I'm not pillow on the table 오늘과 내일을 또 함께 해보자고 빛은 속 떠오르니까
Oh man, okay, sorry, I had to take a second because it's hard to just like stare at his face and then just like hear his little angelic voice in the background. Like I'm just like put me in a trance. So I needed a moment to like center myself. You know, I was drifting. I was going somewhere. I don't know where I was going, but he was taking me on a trip. Did I react to this song or not? I'm especially asking my patrons because I react to some other stuff on Patreon that I don't react to on YouTube. So if you're interested in that stuff, you know, go subscribe to my Patreon. You can see the stuff there. But did I react to this? Because it doesn't sound familiar, but this name sounds familiar. And I don't know if I've just had it requested and it's like on my list. I have a super long list of stuff to react to. If you want to add some more stuff to that list, you know, comment section down below. Leave some stuff that you want me to react to. But yeah, this doesn't sound familiar, but it sounds great. So that's why I'm asking, because if not, I'm going to react to it.
there's actually some really beautiful harmonies going on. Why don't I just quickly play what these harmonies are doing? So this first set of harmonies. Second one. All right, so third one. And the fourth one. And together they glue together and just sound beautiful. Love.
Okay, we're gonna go back. Sorry, I was getting a little distracted by the reverb tail on the end of it, which is like that little like echo that you hear happening at the end. And so I was like, wow, that sounds really, really good. Again, I was just arguing, I think, in the last video, yeah, for more acapella sections in songs, in their songs, in all songs. More acapella sections, because it sounds so good, and we almost never hear that.
Why don't I just quickly play what these harmonies are doing? So this first set of harmonies. Second one. All right, so third one. And the fourth one. And together they glue together and just sound beautiful. Love that. Like that is incredible vocal production right there. So
메인만 따면 돼. 메인만 쭉 따고 나머지 코러스는 종국이 할 거니까 걱정하지 마시고.
야 지민아 그리고
야 저거 들어가라. 종국이 할 거니까 걱정하지 마시고. 메인만 따면 돼. 메인만 쭉 따고 나머지 코러스는 종국이 할 거니까 걱정하지 마시고.
야 지민아 그리고
야 저거 들어가라. 들어가봐. 나 저거 들어가봐.
Wow, baby. Now, baby. Oh, baby.
아 끝? 끝. 아니 메인 다 했고. 아 끝? 끝. 아니 메인 다 했고.
끝난 것 같은데, 이제?
화성 종국 들어가.
자, 저희 퇴근하겠습니다.
퇴근합시다.
수고했습니다. 고생하셨죠?
잘 나올 것 같다.
BTS. 뭐 쌓고 싶은데?
끝났다. 정말 간단한 녹음입니다. 끝났어요. 이 노래 딱 듣는 순간 울었어요. 왠지 왜인지는 모르겠지만 왠지 울어야 될 것 같이 생각했어요. 정말 정국이 가이드를 처음에 딱 듣는데 명곡이.
잠깐만, 이거 종국이 가이드 있나?
That sounded great. Dear my friend. Okay, if you guys want me to react to that, let me know, because that sounded fantastic. Also, I don't know why I never thought about who sings their demos. Like, it didn't cross my brain at all. It makes sense that the demos would be sung by the main vocalist in K-pop groups, or I guess in any group. If in the West, we don't call them main vocalists, as you guys know, we call them lead singer, but same thing. And yeah, I don't know why, like, as I was listening to that realization, like, yeah, the main vocalist probably would sing the demo, unless the demo was brought to them from another artist. These are interesting. I should watch more of these. These are great.
See
이거 정국 있었으면 좋겠다. 아나조 첫 작곡할 때 가이드를 정국이로 했습니다. 그거 말고 다른 애 합시다.
타이틀은 우리 거의
정국이 추천.
어쩌면 그때 용기 내서 너의 앞에 섰더라면 지금 모든 건 달라졌을까. 울고 있어 사라진 무너진 홀로 남겨진 네 모래성에서 서진 가면을 바라보면서 난 still want you. Oh my mind, oh my mind.
I've seen this.
내 전부 함께 하고 싶어. Oh my mind, 이제 조금 나 알겠어. Love is something stronger.
Okay, we're gonna go back because my favorite thing that great singers do is ad-libs. Like, I like ad-libs as much as the Migos likes ad-libs. Different kind of ad-libs. Those are rap ad-libs. Huh, yeah, mama. Like, those kinds of things. I'm talking about, like, vocalization ad-libs. I love it so much. If there's a video out there of just the vocal line doing ad-libs, I would watch it. I don't care how long it is. I'd watch 8 hours of it. In the music industry, between producers, we have something called ear candy, which ear candy are small things that you throw in to the mix of a song that happen here or there that are unexpected and pleasant. They are candy for your ears. It's sweet. And ad-libs are one of the most common forms of vocal ear candy, and I love them. I think everybody loves ad-libs, but I just want to make it clear that I really love ad-libs, and I like the ad-libs here because if I'm not mistaken, these ad-libs don't happen in the song themselves, and it's just a performance thing. So what that means is, like, if you want to hear them, you have to go watch this performance. And or ad-libs that happen in songs, you have to go to that specific point in the song to hear them. And I am the type of person who will listen to one section of a song 18 times in a row and just keep going back to, like, I will remember the timestamp of where I want to start and just listen to, like, 18 seconds 18 times in a row, because it just adds. It's small but important. It's small but important. That's all I can say. And that's part of the reason why I like when singers sing with backing tracks, because when singers don't sing with backing tracks, they're not going to get accused of lip sync and all that kind of stuff. Like, you can very clearly tell when it's them, when they're singing, so on and so forth. But when they're not singing with a backing track, then you can't really do ad-libs because there is no main vocal happening at the same time. So unless you have background singers who are singing the main vocal in that particular moment, you can't do ad-libs during the performance. So anyway, I'm ranting because I'm excited and that sounds good. But during the first clip, I don't think I know that song, even though I think a piece of that was in, not as long as that, but I think a piece of that was in the last video that I did. But this song I've at least heard before. And so when I saw this on Twitter or whatever it was, I was like, oh, yo, that sounds great. Also, I've commented many times on how I like the pairing of JK and the different members of the vocal line, like the way that his voice pairs with their voice. It's a different pairing in each case, and it sounds very different. And he's pairing with multiple of the vocal line members. I think all of the vocal line members here, but multiple of the vocal line members in different points here, but it's just him and them and not all four of them, because when it's all four of them, that's a different kind of pairing. It creates a different sound. You get the point. I've said a lot. This video is probably going to be long as hell, but here we go. Back to watching the, I want to watch that again too, but I will spare you guys. Ha! I was right. So he does pair with each one of the. It's not overlapping. They're not harmonizing. They're just flipping on and off between him and the different other members of the vocal line. And so that's probably why I love that specific ad-lib moment so much.
어둠에 숨지마 빛이 더 떠오르니까 끝이 보이지 않아 할까 되지 않아 잠시 두 눈을 감아 여기 내 손을 잡아 저 이래로
Okay, that clip also does what I was talking about, where he, you know, flipping on and off. There was also some harmonization in that, so that was really good. But can we touch on the outfits and the hair and the setup? Like, oh my God, look at this. This is go back. This is amazing. This looks so good. This is a whole vibe. This is probably what heaven looks like. I bet. Go to heaven. Let me know. Come back. We'll clear. You know, we'll resuscitate you. Let me know if it looks like this. I bet. My heaven, everybody's wearing black. I don't care. All the white little tarps looks like a toga party. That's lame. I don't want to go to that heaven. Send me here.
안 해야 맞는 건데 중국의 빗자리가 너무 큽니다. 아우 죽을 것 같아. 체력이 아우 죽을 것 같아.
When did they have to perform without him? To be honest, I wouldn't perform without any of the members. Like, if the song includes the member, I wouldn't perform that song. So if, for example, I would perform Dang without like one of the vocal line members, but I would not perform any of the vocal songs without one of the vocal line members, and vice versa. But I guess then again, there's 7 of them, so one of them is going to be missing a lot, and like you would have to cancel a lot of shows or reschedule stuff. They're on world tours. Probably not feasible from like a pragmatic standpoint, but I wouldn't do it. I'd be, that's why I couldn't be in a group. I'd be like, nope, we're not doing it today. Sorry guys, just a tweet 5 minutes before, like, actually one of the members has like athlete's foot, so we can't perform today.
체력이 안 그래도 없어서 뛰고 있는데
Bye.
세상에 딱 하나 널 향해 비웠지만 난 자꾸 목말라 너 늦었어 너 어떻게 살 순 없어 가지가 말라도 더 힘껏 손을 뻗어 It's good on the take my hand right now 내가 믿기지 않아 저번에 더 말했었던 그 말 그대는 날 떠나지 마 You got a best on me You got a best on me 꿈이 현실인지는 딱히 중요치 않지 그저 네가 내 곁에 있다는 게 One more time, claps!
That sounds familiar in my head, but I literally can't tell you what song that is. It just it's so weird because like when I see compilations like this, I'll be like, I know that song, but I don't know that song because I've seen clips of so many songs that I haven't reacted to yet in videos like this and compilation videos, or you guys like send me stuff on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, definitely go follow me on Twitter. All this stuff is in the comment section down below or on the main page of my YouTube. It's literally my name. It's not hard to find me. There's my face on the Twitter. It's me. Okay, so go follow me on Twitter. Cool times over there. Shia. But anyway, you guys send me stuff in the DMs on Twitter, or you'll tag me and stuff. And so I see so many clips of songs all the time, whether I've reacted to it or not. But that sounded familiar, like I've reacted to it before, but I can't tell you what the name of the song is off the top of my head. So tell me what the name of that song is. Thanks. Also, if you're gonna tell me what the name of the song is, put the timestamp, because you guys will be like, that song is blah, and I'll be like, I have no idea when I asked for that, but thank you.
이게 내가 들어가기 전에 목 상태 너무 안 좋으면 좀 같이 불러주면 좋을 것 같아요. 오늘까지. 오늘도 적지가 안 돼서 그 정모 칠 때도 정국이가 같이 불러주기로 해.
Is that the name of that song? Because that Truth Untold song is another song that you guys have told me to react to a lot. I'm talking a lot at the end of this video. Oh well. Also, that's such a good idea and totally not something that a solo artist could do. Solo artists have other techniques for how to mask when they're sick, because when you're sick, obviously it affects your voice. Duh, if you can't talk the same when you're sick, then obviously you won't sound the same singing, especially if your technique is not perfect. Not implying that Jimin's technique is not perfect, but I'm saying if your technique is not perfect, it's super noticeable. Like, you can't sing at all is what I mean. And so again, something I never thought of. I've never been in a singing group, so I've never had to think of performing in that way. Very interesting, very interesting.
이젠 깨고 싶어. 이젠 깨고 싶어. 무서기 싫어. 항상 이렇게 하품하듯이 그 어디라고 해야 되나? 혀 맨 뒤에를 이렇게 내리고 노래를 하는 거야.
보컬적인 부분으로 저한테 되게 질문을 많이 던져요. 근데 지민이 형이 노래 부르는 방식이랑 제가 노래 부르는 방식이랑 많이 달라서 지민이 형의 목소리를 그대로 가지고 좀 더 잘 불렀으면 좋겠다는 마음이 큰 것 같아요, 지민이 형.
하품하듯이 내려가잖아요, 이렇게. 이렇게 노래하는 거. 근데 이거는 좀 이렇게 이런 소리가 안 나게 좀 깔끔하게 노래 불러야지. 이걸 가지고 가드. 이렇게 노래 불러 안 되지.
그렇게?
나도 괜찮은데?
자연스럽게
Okay, yeah, that was a great video. Super long, way long. I don't know how many people are going to watch this, but I'll still probably put it up on YouTube because a lot of people on YouTube recommended that I react to it. So if you're still here, thank you. Comment in the comment section down below so I can know that you actually watched the video this long. I really do appreciate that, like, so much more than I can ever say, but I'll probably tell you down in the comment section as well. But again, thank you so much. That video was really good though. Had so many different parts, and it was not just him singing, which again I think is so cool. Shows a lot of different aspects to what he does in the group. I would love to watch a video like this on like all the members actually. Yeah, overall really great. Let me know what you thought about the video in the comment section down below. I'm guessing if you've watched this long, you liked the video or something, or you might have been one of the people who recommended the video in my last video. If so, thank you. As you can see, I did the video. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts on the video down below, and I'll be seeing all of you guys here on the channel next time. But in the meantime, definitely make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share not to miss any more content and I'll be seeing all of you guys here next time.